What's up, cuzzos? It's your boy Big Dog. We back with another one, man. I know you probably wondering why I'm here instead of live on Twitch. Well, I didn't even realize today until late last night that today is my son's first day of kindergarten. And guess what? Guess who ain't missing that? Of course, me. Full mode, full father mode. So I do apologize about that. But at the end of the day, the streets will always be fed. I can't say that enough. So another early morning, I'm up with a pre-record to make sure we get through this slate today and get everybody in the best spots. Yesterday was another great day. We've been on a crazy run as far as the reads turning into results. That's the best way I can put it. Like I'm talking about week, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, where as long as you playing some straights, round robin in these parlays, everybody leaving with something, or majority, I'll say. Yesterday was 29 projected homers on 11 through 11 games. It ended up being 38. So we have another day where the projected homers is crushed. So just wanted to get that out the way. Let's get into this slate. Get through this as fast as I can so I can get this uploaded for y'all and we can have a good Dinger Tuesday. And I mean, even outside of that, we just want to keep having good days, playing the best reads as possible. That's all that matters. So let's get into this slate and see what's going on. Now, I already looked at this part just a second ago when I pulled it up, and y'all gonna really like this. Today can be a great day. I know they say Tuesdays are usually weird, but if the projected are still intact like they've been this last couple weeks, we are in for a great day. A great day. 39 projected homers today. 39 projected home runs today. Um, that's big. That's big. 39 projected homers over 15 games. The other 8 teams that didn't play yesterday, which is 4 more games, will be today. You can see here where they projecting a lot of home runs. Detroit, Chicago, 3.5. Angels game, 3+. Yankees game, 3+. We're gonna just round this up to 3. Or Oriole Park, Camden. I don't know why I say Oriole Park, Camden, unless they change the name. But you can see where they seeing the most runs out of those 39 coming from, most home runs, where the least coming from. You can look to the right and see the teams of which teams they're projecting to get the most. Two, two. I'm just rounding. 2, 1.5, 2. So you can see where I'm going, where they seeing certain teams, where they projecting them homers to come from. Moving along, here's the full thing. And again, y'all can always play pause, screenshot this. This is weather and park combined. Half the slate, yeah, majority of the slate is in plus. Because even at 0, it's just basically like average. But starting at 3, once you get the double digits, it start turning green from top to bottom, where you got the best home run help. I'll say that between the park itself and weather included, whether that be wind going out double digits, whether that be the humidity is high, which is a H. So when the H is green, that's good humidity. The P is pressure. So you want higher humidity, but you want lower pressure. You want low pressure, high humidity, and you can see that with these little keys. So like Sutter Athletics, wind going out, double digits, that's 2 lines. Hot weather, low pressure. But then right here you see you got high humidity, low pressure. So all of this helps, all of this benefits. So you can see which games. It's a lot of plus side to home run boosts from the park and the weather today across the slate on at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then, like I said, I would even say 12. So 12 out of the 15 games, I'll say 11 because I won't say 0. That's average. So that's no boost. It's just whatever going to happen. But it's no boost from the park or the weather. Dome game. So from seeing both of those and how we seeing these translate to home runs the last week or two, this is indicating this should be another good slate with a lot of homers today. Whenever you see this little red thing, it's a chance of delay, rain. So keep that in mind. All right, let's get into this slate. I always start here for the people who've asked before. Most home runs versus starting pitchers for people who like looking at batter versus batter versus pitcher. So Jock Peterson is the only one on the board with the most at 4. He got 4 homers against Anthony on 19 at bats. It always tell you at this very moment which book has the best odds for that. Manny Machado got 3 against Robbie Ray in 16 at bats, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that got multiple homers, 2 homers to said pitcher today, and then of course you got a bunch with 1, but people ask me to look at this, so lately I've been starting the streams and the pre-records with this for the ones who want to identify players who actually have homer 2 or more times against the pitcher that they're facing today. All right, let's get into this. All right, so Mariners Orioles, first game on the slate. 85 degrees, great for carry. Wind going out to left field. So we got wind going out. Great weather. If you don't know, I'm sure most do who've been in the stream enough. Camden Yards, Orioles Park is the number 1 park. Number 1 for left-hand batters. So left-hand batter, they have a short porch in right field. This is the number 1 park for left-hand batters. George Kirby versus Dean Kremer. So George Kirby then gave up 9 homers, 7 to lefties, 2 to righties. Dean Kremer then gave up 18 homers, 11 to lefties, 7 to righties. Again, use these right here to identify weaknesses. Home runs per 9. So he giving up a homer and a half per game on average to lefties, less than a homer to righties. More barrels to lefties, and then you can see the hard hit percentages to both hands. And like I said, use these over here, barrel, hard hit, fly ball percent, home run to fly ball ratio, to identify the weaker side of each pitcher. Because you don't know how many of these players you're going to see that look like they're in a decent spot. So when you're trying to, not be overwhelmed and figure out who to pull the trigger on, always come back and resort to which side is the weaker side of the pitcher. Where do he allow the most power and home runs from? All right, Jackson Holiday. We're going to start with Jackson Holiday. So always go last 10, give it a decent size, sample size. So we got, see if anything dominant here. It's all about the same. Matter of fact, I can look here and see. Yeah, he done gave up homers to all of those pitchers, so I'm going to leave him. All right, so power ain't as good as I want it to be. I want 95 or higher, but at minimum 90. You can even look right here at the individual logs. So from right-hand pitchers, pitching slider, four-seam, knuckle curve, and or a sinker, it ain't much going on in the more recent at-bats. Gunnar Henderson, this is what you want to see. You want to see like a 95 average exit velocity, 30% barrel. You see some bright green down here, so you know he getting some good solid contact. 40% fly ball, a decent home run to fly ball ratio, consistently hit the ball over. A hard hit is anything that's 95 mile an hour exit velocity or higher. So 60% over 10 at bats. So he consistently is hitting the ball with power, and you can see that here with a high average. So I like Gunnar, and I think you were lefty. Oh yeah, it wasn't nothing to isolate. So Gunnar at plus 450. Another reason you will really like Gunnar is because Gunnar's a lefty. And then now you can look at this and tell as well why this is the number 1 park for righties. Look at the dimensions of their park. 363 in left field, 376, 410, 373. And then it take a big dip all the way down to 318 feet. This is the same as the Yankees Stadium in that right field. Yankees 314. Yankees left field is 318. But you can see it take this massive dip over here. This is why they're number 1 to left-hand batters. And guess what? Gunnar is a left-hand batter. So everything looks good as far as for Gunnar. He also has a homer against him. He has a home run against George Kirby. Great power, great barrel. A hot fly ball percent, a decent home run to fly ball ratio. If he can get a fly ball, it ain't just gonna be fly outs. He can get them out the park. Consistently hard hitting. So Gunnar, and you get him at great value at plus 450. Got Rutschman. I see 20% barrel, 89 exit velo, 30, 10, 40. Let me see, last 5, 40, 20. That's what's got. So, okay, see, his exit velocity going down. But that don't mean Rutschman can't go yard. And Rutschman also has a home run against George Kirby. But I'm going to come back to this. I don't want to force nothing. I do like this 20% barrel. A lot of bright green. But let me see if anything look more so like this. Well, you ain't on the fence about it. Now, you're a righty. Anything specific to righties? Nope, about the same. Okay. Ryan Mountcastle, 92 exit velo, 30% barrel. Last five, 87-20. Let's see, we got a lot of ground balls and line drives. Another good thing about Gunner, too, that you want to see is he got a 40% pull rate. And so that means he does hit to right field from left field. All right, Carlson, Mayo, 91-10. Hold on. 40% fly, 10-30, 40-40, 93 exit velo. Alex Jackson, damn, 33% barrel with a 92 exit velo. Last five, 93-40. You see a whole lot of bright green going on. 60% fly and elite home run to fly ball ratio, 40%. If you can get 30%, that's elite. One out of every three fly balls you hit result in the homers. His is a 40%, consistently seeing the ball well. Last 10, 55, 22, 44. Alex Jackson is in a great spot with no line. I hope, what hand is he? A righty too? And even though it's better for lefties, the wind is going to left field. So the wind is going to favor the righties, but the park favors the lefties. So you can get a little boost on that as well as far as the righties with that win today. He has no line. If Alex Jackson play today, I would definitely be interested. I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar. He's going to be a long shot. He's going to be in that 700-800 range. I'm trying to see if it's anywhere, any book that got it. I'm over here trying to line shot. Let me see Jackson. Just want to see, no line yet. Okay, but watch Alex Jackson. He's definitely in a good spot. Last time he played was on the 10th, so he does play. I don't know what the conditions is or when he played. Do he play against a certain hand? I'm not sure, but he definitely played a couple days ago. 93-10, 40%, 10-50. Okay, 93-10, 95 exit velo, more ground balls in the last five. Last 10, though, he got a good fly ball and a decent hard hit, consistent 50%. And he don't have a line. I will watch him. Jackson and John, I don't even know who these people is. Watch them, though. Now, they got this one up, 93-20 over 5 at-bats, which is all he has against a righty pitching any of these pitches. 40-20, 20-20, 40. 93. Oh, he don't have any homers. Oh. Interesting. All right, Gunnar Henderson is the clear favorite. We can add this Rutschman in there. Hold on. 89-20. He hit fly balls, a 40% hard hit. We can add him at 550, but you got 2 long shots I'm willing to bet if they play that I would be very interested in watching. Alex Jackson and whoever this Daniel Johnson. Both of them got power, hit a lot of fly balls, especially Jackson. He the best one. 33% barrel over 10 at-bats. 56% fly balls, 44 hard hit, 22. But if you look at his more recents, 60-40-60 is insane. I mean, you could even look down here. He got 400 there, 405 there, 107, 103, 109. So clearly he hit with power. I'm really interested in seeing if this Alex Jackson kid play. So watch that. But it's looking like you want to attack those lefties. So like Gunnar and Rutschman would probably be a better options, of course, with better, more chalkier odds than those 2 long shots. And seeing that the left-hand side is where the barrel, the home run per 9 is higher, a higher home run to fly ball ratio. You notice that fly balls don't really do a lot of damage from righties to George Kirby. 29%, that's damn near 30%. So damn near 1 out of every 3 fly balls a left-hand batter hit usually go yard on Kirby. Dean Krimmer, 18 homers, 11. Oh, we read that. Okay. We got Kyle. He's a righty. We're going to start from the top with Julio. Last 5, last 10, anything. See, make sure. Okay, he got homers against all of them. Julio has a homer against Krimmer and 8 at-bats with a 1,100 slug and a 500 ISO. Crazy power. But the thing is, it don't look like much going on today. I see the barrel 10. I see the barrel go up to 20. It's even kill across the board, though. That's the thing. I don't know how you want to look at this. Now, over 10 at bats, which is that bigger sample size, you do have a high ground ball. So I don't know today about Julio. Julio been on my radar damn near every day. Kyle at plus, is this real? 160. I didn't even realize he has a homer in 3 games. And guess what? He's going to bat left today. That's probably why his odds so low. So being in the number 1 park for lefties, that's going to hold some weight. 96 exit velo, 20% barrel, 40 fly ball, good home run to fly ball ratio, everything, 80%. 8 out of every 10 baseballs he hit from righties pitching any of these 3 pitches is coming off the bat 95 or more. That's what you like to see with a 96 average. So you got Kyle Riley. This is them odds, just ain't it. Randy, there we go. 98 exit velocity average over his last 10 at-bats with a 20% barrel. 20% fly, 70 hard hit. I usually want this to be 30, but I'm not tripping about this 20, 40. This all in the same park. I need ground ball or line drive to be like 50, 60, 70% away with this at 20% for that to really like matter to me. Let me see, last 5 stay the same. It really stay the same. So it's kind of like even kill. You don't know if it's gonna be ground ball, fly, line, drive. He kind of like hitting everything evenly. But look, last 5 his exit velocity went up even further. From 98 to 99. 20% barrel stayed the same. You can see for the season, he just been 94-13 for the year. Look over here, 16 homers against righties, 446 slug, 200 ISO. So I like Randy at 450. His last 5 at bats is crazy. 60 fly ball, 20, 60, 20, 60. That's all I gotta say. 40, 10, 30. We got us a long shot with JP, and he a lefty. Plus 800 with these more recent, with this kind of power, a 98 exit velocity, 20% barrel. If you can get this kind of power behind it and you hitting a 60% fly ball in this park specifically, let me see your pull percentage. Okay, and you pull. So yeah, you get this kind of power behind that, and this park is out of here. So we got us a long shot at plus 800 with JP Crawford. Suarez, 94-20 over 10 at-bats, 97-20 over 5, so the power is there. Fly ball percentage is high, hard hit percentage is high. Good enough for me. Plus 390 for Suarez. Like Suarez, Josh Naylor. Hold on, you know what I didn't do? You're a righty. Okay, lefty. All right. 50% fly, 50 ground ball. The hard hit that's what the problem is. 60-40, 49. His last 5 at bats to get a little better. But the last 10, you got an 88 exit velocity, which is not it. Your power just ain't been consistent. Polanco, he's another one who gonna bat lefty today, dealing with right-hand crimmer. 99 exit velo with a 20% barrel over 10 at bats. Crazy. You can see a lot of bright green down here with stupid power. High fly ball, decent home run to fly ball ratio, consistently hits the ball at 95 exit velocity or higher, which is one of the main things you need. Fly ball is up there as well, but if you're not hitting a ball with enough power, it ain't gonna do nothing but be a lot of flyouts. You want to see the power that go with it. So, Polanco, he's in a great spot, and again, these is all lefties in the number 1 left-hand park. It don't get no better than that. So add Polanco on the list, who already got 17 homers against right-hand pitchers this year. So you got some power, 30, 20, 30, 50. This is crazy. He hit a lot of fly balls, got some decent distance. He just don't got no power behind him. 50%. Look, I knew he had a high fly ball. You can see the angles is green. He just not hitting the ball consistently well. And then look, if you look at his last 5, look, more fly balls, less hard hits. And you can see some 79, 76, 80s. That's not going to cut it. Look at this, 27, 325. This could be a homer in some parks if this exit velocity would have been higher. He'd have hit this baseball a little bit harder. This would have been out of here. And potentially this one. Maybe 372, I don't know. But like these got the potential if it was a little bit more power. You see what happens when he can get the actual power to go with it. It turns into a homer, but he just not hitting the ball with no power, which you can see right here, 85 exit. velo average. That ain't enough. Same, like it's just lower power. Solanko, you at 90. So yeah, okay. So from the top, we got Kyle, a Rose Arena. Our long shot is Crawford, and his more recent at bats, it look better. Last 10, I mean, he still got the 40, 10, 30, but his last five, everything goes crazier, including the power and the barrel, which is good. The more recent at bats. That's the long shot. Suarez in a good spot, and then Polanco. So you got about 4 or 5 players over there where they could potentially go crazy in this park. Every single one of them except for a Rose Arena. Oh, and Suarez. Kyle, JP, and Solanko all lefties. So you got more lefties than righties, which is again gonna favor you in this left-hand friendly park. So, so Phillies Reds, one of the most home run friendly parks. I think everybody's starting to realize that we got good weather, 90 degrees, which is great for carry. Where we at here? 5 mile an hour winds going to left field. We got Ranger Suarez, 8 homers, 1 to lefties, 7 to righties. Brady against Brady Singer, 14 homers, 11 to lefties, 3 to righties. Again, identify where you see that they're giving up the most damage at. Ranger Suarez don't give up a lot of fly balls like that. You can see both hands is less than 1 homer a game. The barrels are low. The hard hits are even lower. He don't give up a lot of hard hit contact. So, which you can see from these hard hit percentages. Now, Brady Singer, on the other hand, is a little different, especially the lefties. Now, righties, less than 1 homer, low barrel, low hard hit, all of that, low home run to fly ball ratio. But lefties, about 1.5 homer, a 14% barrel. Anything over 10% barrel is definitely worth targeting. He had a 14% barrel to left hand batters. More hard hits, more fly balls result in the home runs. And that sounds like Schwarber again, before we even look at it. Ellie De La Cruz. Anything dominant here? Always try to identify where is his homers coming from. So forcing. Yeah, we're gonna leave all those pitches. It's a decent share. What is this? A lefty? And Ellie is a switch hitter. So pay attention to this. Look at him for the season. And then look at it when he go against a lefty. He's not as effective when he bat right. Now when he bat right-handed, if he going against a left-hand pitcher, he gonna bat right. When he going against a right-hand pitcher, he bat left. Now notice how everything turned red with 5 homers when he bat right. Now look at the difference when he go against a right-hand pitcher and he can bat left-handed. 14 homers and everything green. He prefers to bat. He's more effective when he bats on the left side of the plate. But today he's got to be a righty, and that's when he's not as effective. So it makes sense why this looks like it does on the right side. You see here when against a left-hand pitcher, damn near everybody turned red. If you a person who like K's, that's something to identify. Look at how okay, you got some red here, but you got a lot of green. But look at when they go against a left-hand pitcher, how all of this shit just turned red. So that's telling you that they all regress to left-hand pitcher. So that's something to identify as well when you looking at maybe if you a person who looking at Ks and shit like that or pitching outs, that they all just turn red. Brian Hayes, 92 exit velo over 10, 93 over 5, 20%, a lot of ground balls. Yeah, and I like looking at the bigger sample size. The hard hit there, I see that, but I don't know. Spencer Steer. But you know what I didn't look at? Righties. Is there a dominant pitch here? Spencer Steer. Where the power at? Did anybody average a 90 exit velo? What the fuck? You don't need to be playing. Austin Hayes, 89 10, 86. So let's say 90, round that up 10. 40% 10. It's the inconsistent hard hits. Sheesh, go to the last 5, not 1 over 95 off the bat. The fuck? But again, I feel like all of this look like this and they odds too because of how the pitcher don't give up a lot of hard hit baseballs. 94 exit velo for last 10, 94 last 5 for Tyler. 30% 50. Okay, this is probably the best we've seen. You got a 30% fly ball. It's like the minimum you want. 20, I mean, you can go to 20 as well, but 30 you really like in good shape. That's 1 out of every 3 at bats or fly balls you hit. Or no, at bats, I'm sorry. 1 out of every 3 you usually hit a fly ball. With a 94 exit velo, but he don't have a line. 20% barrel for Miguel over the last 10. Last 5, 20% barrel. 40% fly, 10% 30 over his last 10. 60, 20, 40 over his last 5. So you got Miguel in the long shot spot. You got 40% of hard hits out of his last 5 at bats, a lot of fly balls, a decent home run to fly ball rate with a 20% barrel. This is lower, but I don't know. These right here is bringing it down, but then if you look at these last 2 at bats, double a home run with this high barrel, the fly balls are there. But again, that's why he a long shot. So makes the most sense. Sheesh. And clearly it's what's in his arsenal as well, as far as Suarez, the pitcher. They're not making solid contact. He don't give up hard hit contact. So it's all like it's something in that. 92-20 over 5, 92-10 over 10. A lot of ground balls over 10. Kind of even out over 5 with a 40%. What was his hard hit over? Mm, Up with these inconsistent hard hits, man. You might have to make an executive decision here. 92-10, 92-20. It evens out over 5. If you're looking at a bigger sample size, though, a lot of ground balls. The only thing I really seen was Stevenson, and then Miguel was the long shot. Andijar, however you say that name. Only things I've seen. But again, I'm not really tripping. And both are righties, which is good because that's where he's giving up the most homers. But again, you look this way, like it's not a lot of hard hit contact that he gives up. Home run to fly ball ratio super low. So even if he give up fly balls, they're not turning into home runs, which is gonna hurt him. Brady Singer. So we got Kyle Swart, who he got good metrics, power. He don't got a homer against him though. Let's see. Shit look like this every day with Swart. 102.40. This is what's the ideal of what you want to see, man. If you could see this, if you see it, like if you go through the whole slate and you catch a couple of these 100 exit velocities with a 40% barrel or higher, those are by far the ones you're gonna pull the trigger on over anything. 165. These odds is insane, but I get it. 50% fly, 30-70. Like this is what you want to see. You need an example of like, what am I looking for that's like gonna put me in the best spot? This. 100 exit velo average is insane. 50% barrel is insane. The fly ball consistency, a 30% or higher home run to fly ball, that's elite level ratio, and 60, 70, 80% type hard hits. This is like the standard for when you like a for show person. All right, sinker slider, that's about the same percent. 20% barrel, 90 exit velo over 10. 50, 30, 20, 60. Let me see, last 5, 60, 20, 40. That go down. Ooh. Let me see something. Versus lefties, was it? Oh, versus lefties, he throw a lot of sinkers too. Didn't change a damn thing. Righties, he the sinker and the slider the same. 40, 50, 20, 20, 60, 60. A lot of line drives for JT. Doubles. When you see a high line drive and they got some type of power, doubles. 90, let me see, 40, 40, 40, 20, 20, 60, 40, 93 exit. Oh, let me see. Lefty, you're going to see a lot of sinkers. Bryce Harper, decent right here. Last 5, 98 exit velocity, 20, 40% fly, 20, 40, 40, 20, 60. You like that? You like that? He is in a good spot. The sinker, let me see, not so much. The power went down, ground balls up, so Man, you got to see how you want to play that. Like, do you not care about the 40% sinker alone, which is what this look like, or are you okay with just looking at all the cutter, sinker, four seam, and slider all together? Because if so, if you're looking at it from here, he good money, high exit velocity, good barrel, a lot of fly balls, consistently hit over 95 off the bat. So yeah, Kepler, same. Look, good stats, 96-30 over 10 at bats. That's crazy. You can look right here. All you see is bright green on back-to-back at bats. Against the sinker, shit changed a little bit. 93 exit velo over 5. This kind of evens out 40, 20, 40. The hard hit don't change though. Over 10, 40, 20, 30. He consistently hit the ball. So I'm going to go on a limit and put Max Kepler on there. The power went down a little bit, but what I do notice is you still hitting fly balls. Like this is more even. That 95 off the bat. I like to see that. And like I said, we are all already know Great American Reds home field is boosted on both sides. Like definitely home run park. Let me see. Reds. To righties more. To righties more. Beta over 5 over 10. Nothing changes. We got to get this power up. Marsh, 92-10 over his last 10 at bats. See, sinker 40%. He actually hitting the sinker with stupid power. 99 with a 10% barrel. All this bright green. 105, 103s, 104s, 104, 109. 40, 20, 30. I'm not tripping about this because these is all even. Consistently hitting the ball hard. That's all I can ask for. At plus 500, I like Brandon Marsh. Sosa, 91-10 over 10 at bats, 30%, 40, 40, 20, 40, 20. The inconsistency on the 80 mile an hour exit velo. Sheesh. Negative. Schwarber, Kepler, Marsh, and I'm on the fence, but I'll let you make that decision about Bryce Harper. If you're looking at all 4 pitches, again, he got the power, he got the barrel, he got the fly ball. He's throwing 40% sinkers to lefties. That's why I'm isolating the sinker, and that's where everything gets shaky. Ground ball goes up to 70%, power drop, barrel drop. So it depends on how you specifically look at that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we go through these every day. I want you to start being able to make those decisions of what matter more to you and what don't. Because it changes for every person based on what you see winning more for you and what's not. Excuse me. Marlins, Guardians. 90 degrees, which is great for carry. Wind going out, looking like to like right center, but it's going out. That's all that we need to see. Jansen jumped 3 homers, 1 to the lefties, 2 to righties. Up against Logan Allen, 14 homers, 4 to lefties, 10 to righties. You can see that Jansen Junk is real stingy with the homers. Only 3 on the season, less than 1 to both hands, barrel low. The one thing he do give up is hard hit contact, but they're not resulting into nothing. The fly ball ain't the highest, and his home run to fly ball ratio is probably the lowest I've seen. So even when you do get a fly ball, it's not damaging him. It don't damage him at all. Again, you can see that from his low count. He's not giving up homers, and it's like less than 1 per hand. Logan Allen giving up 1.5 to lefties, 1 to righties. That 10% barrel, that's what you want to see. He giving up a 10% barrel to righties, more hard hits there. He barely even give up fly balls to lefties. That lefty to lefty ain't it. But if they do get one, those are very damaging to him. If a left-hand batter can get a fly ball, those do a lot of damage to him. All right, so Quan, let's start up top. Make sure we got nothing to isolate. 20, 38, 4 seam 38. Let me see. It's the most thrown over like damn near 20%. So I'll look at it. This versus a righty. Jose should look decent. Well, he actually doesn't. I was hoping he do because he loved playing here at home. And he loved when he bat left-handed. Smashing him. He take full advantage of our short side on this right field. But this don't look like shit. Even with all the pitches. Man, wasn't expecting that. What the hell? The hell going on? 96 exit velocity last five. 2020, 40, 20, 80. Okay, Mazzardo here, lefty. 40%, 10, 40 over 10 at bats. Let me see. 89, 10, 91, 40, 60, 40, 30, 30, 60, 40. Okay, we can look at Mazzardo at 4-1, and you get him at 4-1 odds. Lefty, so this gonna favor him in that left corner. Guardians left-hand batters, it's even kill, it's a plus 0% home run boost, so it's like on average. Okay. 100 exit velo, damn. 10% barrel. This is more even kill. So I'm not going to eliminate nothing. 30, 20, 30 is even across here. 80% hard hit. Last 5, 40, 20, 20, 60 hard hit. What's his odds? Plus 600. Watch Gabriel at plus 600. Nolan Jones, last 5, last 10. Let's see. 30% fly, 40 hard hit over 10 at bats, 40 over last 5 with a 92-20. Y'all see a lot of four seams. Damn. 101-20 over 5, 92-10 over 10. Fly ball went up. That's good. Hard hit percent went up. That's good. Last 5, more ground balls. Hard hits consistent. What's his line? He don't have a line. If you're looking at the bigger sample size, though, he's hitting. He got a. Where is it at? 92. Who was that? Who had? Oh, that was him. Who had 100? Him. Okay. Nolan Jones, though, but yeah, you look at this four seam alone, isolated to lefties. He got some crazy. Oh, there we go. 101-20. But the ground ball high, hard hit low. But I mean, he usually been in like a long shot spot anyway. Let me see. Schneeman over 10 at bats, 99-30. 50, 20, 30, 10, 80. 60, 0, 40, 80. So you hitting a lot of ground balls and line drives. The hard hits is there. Against the four seam, 95-10. Nah, it evens out 30-30-30 with a hard hit. He's another lefty who gonna take advantage of righty. What's Schneeman line? 560. Okay, so Manzardo, Schneeman, far as lefties. Gabriel at plus 600 was good too. Schneeman, Bo Naylor. Against the four seam, 95-10. A lot of shit just turned green over here. 30-50-50. 40-60-60. 97 exit velocity. Bo might go yard too. It's going to be one of these lefties. Hold on. 50% fly ball, 60 hard hit over 10 at bats. Plus 1,300. Hey, watch him. Long shot lane. Watch him. He hit the ball at a decent amount for fly balls, and he consistently hitting the ball well. The four seam. You can see some of these exit velocities and angles and distance. Only one at bat to the four seam. I gotta look at everything. Sheesh. So yeah, it's a lot of lefties I like. I ain't gonna say a lot, man. Zardo, Schneeman, Bo. Oh, he gonna bat lefty. Okay, and him. And then you got a sneaky spot as well with Gabriel. But the long shot is this. Let me see how many home runs he got at home. He only got one on the year, and it was on the road. Okay, and it was a night. Okay, I just wanted to see something. Plus 1,300. I got my eyes on that. Especially like I said against the four seam. 97 exit velocity. 50, 60, 91. So again, it's a long shot for a reason. Them odds, it's you got to dig a little deeper to find what you're looking for in them. All right, Logan Allen starts up top versus lefties. Stowers. Ain't the best versus lefties. He finally got a homer. For the longest, he had 0 homers against lefties. Oh no, that was like more so even. My bad. 93-10, 99-20 over his last 5 at bats. 40-60, 30-60. Okay, Stowers at plus 450. Can he get his second homer against a left-hand pitcher? We shall see. He damn sure got the power in his last 10 and in his last 5. He getting more powerful. He getting more power in his more recent at bats. That's a plus. Crazy, a good fly ball, consistent hard hits. That's all we can ask for. 102 off the bat. 95 over 10. Four seam 98-20. A lot of bright green here. Good fly ball percentage. 10% home run to fly ball. Consistent hard hits. Last 5. 2020 60 100. 103-20. Sheesh. 850. Otto in a good spot. That's a long shot. Wagaman. 95-20. 40-10 60. 40-20 40-40. Plus 740. Okay, Wagaman at plus 740. Otto at 840, 830, 850. One of them. It look like it's gonna be some righty action today. 89-20. 40% fly, 30 hard hit. 0-20. Nah. Over 5 at bats, over 10 at bats. He going crazy. Dane Myers, 94-30. 40% fly, 60 hard hit. You see all this bright green and 100 exit velos and higher. That's a plus. Even if you just isolate the 4 seam, 93-20 over 10, 91-20 over 5. So he actually hits the both of them well. The 4 seam and all the pitches. Fly ball percent up, hard hit up as well. On this, and we seen it on all 4 pitches. Plus 600. So it's some value spots on the Marlins. We done seen a plus 600, a plus 740, a plus 850. Stowers is of course up there. I'm just looking at the long shot odds of people that look like they're in decent spots. You a lefty. I don't know why I keep doing that. Lefties you don't gotta I didn't do that with. Righties? Yeah. So no high. Hernandez. 4 seam, last 10, last 5. 50%, 60. Paulie's a lefty. 92-10 over 10 at bats. 93-0 over 5 to lefties. See 30% 50, 40% 40. No lineup. Sheesh. 40% barrel. It looks like back-to-back at bats. Just straight mash, piss missile. Like, you fucking them lefties up. 40%, 20-80. Yes, sir. 30-10, 70 with a 20% barrel still. But his more recent at-bats, he going crazy. Another one at plus 850. If you don't want to take these long shots at those eyes, you're going to have a total base lay of hell. Because if they eyes are this high for a homer, the total base is going to have value. But he definitely seeing the ball extremely well lately. Great power, fly ball, distance. Back to back to back to back. So yeah, Stowers, Lopez. Stowers I probably like the most because you don't have to isolate nothing and he still got a 99-20. Otto Lopez on there, Wagaman on there, Myers as well. He another one. Over 10 at bats, 94-30 without me even isolating the 4 seam. Without me even isolating the 4 seam, Dame Myers shit is 94-30 over 10 at bats at plus 600. He might be the one I like the most, especially being a righty. And then you got Hill, who just in his last 10 at bats, 20% barrel, last 5, 90 exit velo, 40%. Good fly ball percent, consistently hitting the ball over 95 exit velocity. So you got some spots, but to be honest, if I got to look at it again, he's actually in my favorite spot. Myers is at plus 600 over 10 at bats, a 94-30, 40% fly, 60 hard hit. I like him the most, but we like You got Lopez, Wagaman, Stowers, him, and Derek Hill. That's all in potential good spots. When you're dealing with that many, again, you can run total bases. You can run the hit run RBIs for a few of them that's batting close to each other so they can bounce, so they can like basically cash each other out. But yeah, those righties is where you want to take advantage of against Logan. Twins Yankees, 80 degrees, great for carry, wind going out to left field, 9 miles an hour. To be determined. So they don't know who's pitching for the Twins today. All right, so I can't do nothing about that. I'm assuming that everybody have Prop Finder, or what I can do is later, once I'm back situated before these games start tonight, I can look and see if they update it, and then I'll just put it on Twitter if they update this picture. Let me see something. Again, I could try to do this. Let me see if they got even some type of projected. RotoWire, they saying somebody named Thomas Hatch, who's a righty. So I don't know if that's accurate, but what I will do is I'll at least just come look and see what they doing against righties. That's all I will do that. Let's just see who in a good spot against a righty with no pitch mix included. So 96-20, 40-20, 40-60. Ryan McMahon. Trent, 92-20. You getting fly balls? Yep. Consistent hard hits. So Ryan McMahon, Trent Grisham. So it's going to be the lefties. Okay. Ben Rice. Shout out to them. Them boys went out there and did what we needed them to do. Ben Rice, damn, 120 exit velo, last 5, 105-40. He is destroying righties, especially in his more recent at-bats. With the homer on there yesterday, piss missile. 113 off the bat, 22 exit angle with and went 415. StatCast, I knew this was going to be high. Everything off the bat is 95 velocity or higher. Over last 10, 8 out of 10. So McMahon, Trent, Ben Rice, Chisholm, let me see, 94-20 fly balls. Yes, sir. Consistent hard hits. Yes, sir. Jazz, Stanton. Man, we're not even about to go through this again. I don't even know. I'm about to just stop looking over there. Here go his, y'all. 109, 20. He actually hit a fly ball. 400. Piss missile. So again, we could come back to that, and I'll come back and look once they confirm a pitcher and make sure those same players look decent when the pitches are added for that specific pitcher. But right now, just off of seeing righties well with power, Ryan McMahon, Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, Jazzy, Stanton. Those are the best spots to start to look at. Once you identify if that's the right pitcher and all of the other stuff that go with it, then we'll go from there. But as of now, just off of hand alone and seeing right-hand pitchers well, that's our go-to. Carlos Rodon on the bump. 19 homers, 4 to lefties, 15 to righties. Use this to gauge which side you want to attack. You're going to go through them all like I did, but you want to see who to pull the trigger on. Where's more hard hits coming from? Where's higher barrel percentages coming from? Which hand is giving up the most damage from fly balls, resulting in the homers? Byron Buxton, first time back yesterday, off injury, home run out the gate. And guess what? We had him in the court, for sure. Versus lefties. Trevor Larnage, 93-0. 30% across the board to all pitches, so don't need to do nothing there. 40-30-30. Brooks Lee. He was in a great spot yesterday. Couldn't make it happen. 60% ground today. 40-40-20-60 last 5, but his last 10 is the power there. 10% barrels, a lot of ground balls. Now y'all getting forced. Oh, I got to make sure I pay attention to that. Switch. So righties get all 4 seams. Damn. 99-20 over 10, 120 over 5, 40-20-80. 60-20-20-10, 80. Brooks Lee at plus 900. And he a lefty in this park. Remember, in this park, you got that 314-foot left field. It's a crazy home run. What do you want to call it? Home run boost to left-hand batters. Righties as well. I mean, they right hand is only 319. At plus 900, I think I'm going to end up going right back to this. I won't lie. Day late shit. At better odds. Byron Buxton, god damn. Byron is going insane. I mean, just look over here for the season against lefties. 6 homers, 300 batting average, damn near a 700 slug and a 400 ISO. That is the elitist of elite power that you can hit some a hand. So, I mean, look right here, all year. Last 10 at bats, all you see is bright green. Like, this is another one of those type of situations where, like, what's a good something to measure when you just know you got a great spot? 100 exit velo, 40 barrel over 10, 101 60 over 5. He is destroying four seam slider changeups, crazy fly ball percentage, crazy hard hit percentage. He's going to see a lot of four seams. That ain't gonna do this pitcher no justice. That shit all look the same, if not better. Fly ball still up, hard hit still up at 325. That's actually some great value for what I'm looking at. Because if you think about it, this look exactly identical, if not better, than what we just seen for Schwarber. And Schwarber is at plus 160 something. And this is a home run friendly park as well. So I'm not sure why. Hold on. Oh. Where's the all right. So yeah, he's the best spot on the board. Clear. Ryan Jeffers, last 10 at bats. Again, they're gonna see a lot of four seams righties he is. Matt Warner, they say he was on paternity leave, so I don't think he's playing today. Clemens, last 10 at bats again. It's okay, it's only the righties. A lot of ground balls to these specific pitches from a left-hand pitcher. 98-20 over 10 for Royce. That's great power. 30% fly, 10% 80. So he got some power going on. Last 5, not so much, but overall, he definitely do. Now, let me see what changes here. The power stayed 40-60. Okay, dude, today might be the day. A lot of people been on Royce Lewis. I've said why I haven't been on him for a week straight, and he haven't done nothing. All right, so Royce Lewis, I actually like today. Power there. The fly ball never be there. It's there today. Royce Lewis today. Today, y'all. Remember I said it. Julian. So none of these look decent. Four seam, you're going to see four seams. 90, 50%, no hard hits. Martin. Austin Martin. This look crazy. Oh, a lot of line drives, though. All right. So, Byron Buxton, Royce Lewis, best spots. And I'm going right back to Brooks Lee at the long shot at plus 900 again with the 97 power over 5, over 10, 93-20 over 5. Right back to him for the long shot. Cubs, Blue Jays, another one that has, I got it pulled up. So Blue Jays, to left-hand batters, you got a 16% boost. To homers, to right-hand batters, it's the 14. So that tell you, both sides, they rank number 7 to lefties, number 4 out of 30 teams. I mean, number 9 to righties. So it's top 10 to both hands. So that tells you alone. Basically, Blue Jays is a home run friendlier park. Against the Cubs today, you got Ben Brown, 16 homers, 12 to lefties, 4 to righties. Up against Jose, 20 homers, 6 to lefties, 14 to righties. These are two you want to target for a couple different reasons. I always tell y'all, it's two things that I look at out the gate that'll make me identify you as a vulnerable pitcher for homers. Either 20 homers for the season so far, which he has, or you have a 2 or higher home run per 9 to a certain hand. Round that up to 2. Ben Brown ain't got a round. You can round that up to 3. Look at the barrel percent. Remember I told you, if you can get the 10% barrel to a hand, you in good hands. He has a 19% barrel to left-hand batters. That is crazy. So those are two things I usually identify that let me know pitchers that I really want to target, especially when they got in a home run friendlier park. He's got a 2.6 home run per nine to lefties with a 19% barrel. Then you got Jose, got a 2 home run per nine to righties with a 13% barrel. Definitely, those are automatics. All right, Ben Brown. Let's start up here with Bo. Let's get over the last 10 at bats. I just seen a thing that said Bo got the most hard hits in the league so far this year. They counted how many baseballs was hit over 95. I would have never thought that it was Bo Bichetti to have the most. Whoa. Four seam alone, 96 to sell. You can see, look, the power always there. 50, 20, 30, 60. Last five, 100. This look like it's about to be a whole lot of I mean, he hitting them well. 450, 300 batting average. Total bases, hits ladder. You can go any route you want with that. 90. What I didn't look at. Oh, I did. Yes, I did. 90, 20 over 10. 89, 40 over 5 for Vlad. You can see it's even killed 30, 20, 30. Consistently hitting the ball hard. Not worried about that. Now, what I do want to see is he throwing a 60% four seam. That goes to 90, 20. I don't think nothing changed, did it? 30, 20, 30, 50. Oh, these is all four seams anyway. All right, so we can put Vlad on there at plus 550. He got some power. We'll be at Ernie Clement at plus 1,000, 93. You got to isolate this 60% four seam. There ain't no way around it. 93, 92. Okay. Ty France, 92. Straight four seam. That's all they seeing. Kurt, over 10 at bats, 88-10, over 5 at bats, 81. Exit velocity ain't been there. He's hitting all fly balls. None of them with power. Enough power to go yard. Let's see, eliminate this. Now that goes up to 20%, 90. There we go. 50, 40, 60. But look, no hard hits in his last 5 at bats. Nothing over 95 miles an hour. You're not going to get no home run. These are great angles and distance. The power don't be there to go with it, to go that extra couple feet. Barker, you should be able to take advantage of this. 95. So you got the exit velocity. 30, 10, 40, 40. 40. No, sir. Not touching that. What is going on? Why does all this shit look so trash? 93, 20 over 10. 96, 40 over 5. Okay, so Schneider, the first thing that looked decent, and he don't got no lineup, but I'm sure he'll play. Like, what the hell? 30, 20, 20, 40. 40, 20, 40. Yeah, David Schneider's the best spot. Well, and Vlad, I'm sorry. Vlad and David Schneider. See, Varsho, sheesh. 20% barrel, 30 fly, 40 hard hit, go to last 5. Fly ball go up. Home run and fly ball go up. Hard hit go up. 99, 40 against the four seam, which they're going to see the most. Over his last 5 at plus 450. There we go. We got a lefty. All right, so we got Vlad, we got Schneider, we got Varsho. So we got two righties and a lefty. Which side do you want to go to? You probably want to go with that Varsho. Now, I'm not saying you can't play the other ones, but I'm saying, again, attack where the pitcher weaker at. A 19% barrel is crazy. Seeing that, and then you pair it with Varsho's 99 exit velo with a 40% barrel, why not? Why not? Now, his weaker side is righties. Not saying you can't get a lefty that can catch him slipping, but I'm just going off of that. Start up here with Pete. Pete got to snap out of it. So nothing to righties. It's all ground balls and line drives in his last 10 at bats. He got to snap out of it. Now, what about to righties? Oh, sinkered up. 96-10 over 10 at bats, 40-20-40, 40-60-80. He got some power there. It's a lot of ground balls. Suzuki, 92-20. Hold on. Sinkered up. 88-20 over last 5, 88-40. 40-20-20-40, 50-10, 30-30. Might be TDs. He has a homer against him too. Nico Horner do. Oh man, Ian Happ, 89-10. Bush, 92-30. High fly ball, high home run per fly ball, consistent hard hits. Last 10, last 5, 80-20-60. No brainer. Plus 500 for Michael Bush. No brainer. What's up with Carson Kelly? Where you been at? All ground balls. Can't do nothing with that. All right, so um Bush is for sure the top spot. I'm gonna say Swanson. 93-20, 40% fly, 60 hard hit. I'm gonna say Swanson, especially as a righty. Last 10, last 5, 40, 20, 40. Let me see, 10 at bats, 50, 20, 50. So you got a lot of ground balls there. 40 fly, more hard hits. Yeah, Swanson. So I'm gonna go on the limit, say Swanson as well at plus 600. But it wasn't a lot of people that was in good spots, to be honest. But Bush by far the favorite. It's not that he can't give up, but he still gave up 6 homers to that hand. It's just like you want to see if it was a righty that was available. Maybe Swanson can go yard. Braves, Mets, 80 degrees, wind going 10 mile an hour straight out. That's perfect. Great for carry, great for carry. Spencer Strider, 12 homers, 7 to lefties, 5 to righties this season. Clay Holmes, 12 homers, 7 to lefties, 5 to righties. Identify home run spots. Now, something I can already see here from looking at it. You got some good barrel here for Spencer Strider. The main thing, and I don't know why this always stick out to me that I always point out to y'all, the first thing I always be noticing for some reason, pay attention to Clay Holmes. He is not a fly ball pitcher. Just like you looking for batters to hit fly balls, you want to go up against pitchers that give up fly balls. So it could be the pitch they pitching, location, whatever it is, but they know how to stay away from fly balls. Now the difference is with that, he don't give up a lot of fly balls, but if you can get it in the air, you can do some damage, especially if you're a left-hand batter, 23%. It's just overall, he don't give up a lot of fly balls. All right, Juan Soto, 3 homers out of his last 4 games. Wind going out. This should be a good one. Forcing 92, 93, 103, all line drives and ground balls. Negative, sir. Damn. Pete Alonso, 98-30. And he got a homer against Strider. Where's that 4-seam? Goes up even higher to 103-40 over 10 at-bats. All you see, every single one, except for down here, over 100. 90% hard hit, 30% fly, 20 home run to fly ball. Pete Alonso at 375, especially in wind going out. Yeah. Mets favors more lefties, but it's not that you can't hit a home run as a righty. Strider is definitely 4-seam heavy. 96 exit velo, 30% fly, 60 hard hit. Nemo plus 525. This might be at one of them games, y'all. 99-10 over 10 at bats, 104-20 over his last 5 at bats. 96-20 over 10, 103.20 over 5. 40% fly, elite home run per fly ball. Everything is coming 95 or faster off the bat for his last 5. Last 10, 40, 30, 80. He is in a super zone. And like I said, he got 3 homers in his last 4 games at plus 350. Mullins, 89-10. Heavy 4 seams. I see a lot of fly balls. It's just not the power to go with it. Yeah, see, look, I already know when I'm gonna see a high fly ball percent. Seeing a lot of green angle. Just the inconsistency on the hard hits, what you could tell from the exit velocity average. Vientos. Last 10. To the 4 seam. Sheesh. 140. Oh, that shit lit up against the 4 seam. 99-20 over 5. 60-60. Last 10. 60-20, 80. Add Mark Vientos on there. He don't got a lineup right now, but definitely add him. So we got Pete. Damn, it's a Pete, Nemo, Soto, Vientos. This might be one of them games. Okay, so what is this? What hand is this? Tyrone. Righty. Okay. So it's more even keel there. Got you. Okay, that fucked me up right there. Okay. 96-10. See, 4 seam. 99-10. A lot of ground balls. Jeff McNeil. Torrance. 95-20 over 10. 98-20 over 5. 40% 20-60. 40-10-50. I like this Starlin. Plus 850, so we're going to say that's our long shot. 95-20. Eliminate this. 97-20. 30% 10-70. Last 5. Everything 100. More ground balls, though. But you damn sure got a 30% with a 70 hard hit on 10 at bats. 625. Sheesh. It's like a lot of these motherfuckers. 40-20-60. Like, damn, do anybody like not look decent against the 4 seam? Man, listen. Let me see. I'm gonna just click. Okay, Pete definitely is one of them ones. Cause now I'm just looking at with both pitches. Who actually stand out the most with everything? Juan Soto. Okay, hold on. Alvarez. So yeah, you got like 3 I'm looking at that was like standing out without isolating the 4 seam, especially Pete. 98-30 over 10 at bats. Then you got Soto. But then you got Nemo up there, like 93 exit velo, but you got to look at these 4 seams alone, especially him throwing it over 50%, 20% to the next pitch. Nemo, Vientos, and both of them. It was Marte and Alvarez. Like, don't overwhelm yourself though. Figure out which side you want to attack, and again, or go total bases or hit run RBIs on the same game parlay. Because there's some spots, and you can't do nothing about how many people look like they're in decent spots. Good weather, wind going out. Clay Holmes. Again, he don't give up a lot of fly balls, but again, we're going to always go through and see what we see. Heavy sinkers. That's why. See how all his power just went away? Look at this. 30% barrel. You see all this green, right? Okay, look at this. Now you go look at the sinker alone. Everything just shredded. That's where that power and the low fly ball contact coming from. He's throwing heavy sinkers. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Um, Power there. '94 exit velo. 20% barrel to the sinker, 30% 50 over 10, 40 over 5. So I Sean Murphy at 575, 20% barrel too. Definitely watch him. 90-20, 91. We're going to bet left. Damn. 95 exit velocity. Oh, you like sinkers, huh? Oh, yeah. He loves sinkers. Oh, yeah. Profar at plus 700. That's crazy value, too. He loves sinkers. So, Sean Murphy, Profar. Profar the best. Like, it's not even close. Throwing a lot of them, you got to be able to hit them. Yep. So, Profar would be my first. Sean Murphy would be second against Clay Holmes. Nationals Royals, 82 degrees, great for carry, wind going out, even better. Which you'll need for both because of the Royal Stadium. I mean, they was going crazy in there yesterday. Like I say, when you're looking at park factor, it's not an end-all be-all. It's not that they can't hit homers there. It's just that it's harder to hit them there. Statistically proven, they've taken everybody's at-bats every time they play there, and then they look at where they play it everywhere else and notice that they home runs decrease when they're away from there. That's all of that park factor is telling you. So it's not that you can't do it, it's just harder to do it. Statistically proven. Mitchell Parker, 16 homers, 3 to lefties, 13 to righties. He's giving up that 10% barrel we was talking about to a certain hand. Michael Waka, 12 homers, 3 to lefties, 9 to righties. Let's get these batters. Randall Grichuk. Bobby Witts, 99 exit velo, 10% barrel over his last 10 against these pitches. Heavy forcing. Everything went up. Barrel went up. Power went up. Line drives, though. Ground balls, line drives, and a 70% hard hit. Remember, doubles, triples, all that's in play in Kaufman. They top 3 for those props because of how big their outfield is. So if you see somebody with a lot of power and then they going crazy on the line drive or ground ball in this stadium today, don't be afraid to go total base, double, or triple. $92, 40, 50, 40, 60. See, that's the one thing about him that keep him in a good spot. He always hit a lot of fly balls, and he consistently hit the ball with power at 480 for Perez. $99 exit velo to the four seam. 50, 30, 20, 60. See, last 5. 60, 20, 20. Garcia, what's up? What's up? It's about that time. Got it in India. Ain't doing shit. I think Isbell went yard yesterday, too. We didn't have him. I'm just saying. That's dope. 20% barrel. Hold on. 60, 20, 30. 60, 0. Sheesh. Where's the hard hit percentage at, my boy? What's up with all this mid-ass hitting to the four seam? No power behind the... Whoa. And he hitting fly balls. 60, 20, 80. What the fuck? Nick Lofton. Oh, yeah. He definitely a long shot at plus 1,000. He definitely one of them ones. What the hell? I wasn't expecting that at all. I was not expecting this to just be clicking through and then this shit hit my screen. Damn. How many homers he got? 3 against for the year. One of them against the lefty. And 2 of your 3 is here at home. Okay, so you didn't hit homers in this part. Okay, yeah. Nick Lofton for sure. So literally it was Perez. Hold on. This is what scares me. That line drive. Perez and What is his name? Nick Lofton. I like them a lot. I like Bobby. It's just he got a super high line drive percentage. If you don't care about that, he damn sure got the power in the barrel. Moving along. James Wood, 99-10 over his last 10 at bats from a righty pitching any of these three pitches. It's about even kill for real. Like that cutter low. Let's see, you gave a homer to the cutter. Nope, so I can eliminate it. I'll take that off. Okay, so 99-10, a lot of ground balls and line drives. So for those who had him yesterday and he didn't go, today ain't gonna be the day neither. It don't look like. I'll say that. What y'all know? What y'all know? What y'all know? 93-20 over 10 at bats. See a lot of bright green down there. 60-10, 60. 850. Luis Garcia, long shot. Power, barrel, hard hits, and hits a lot of fly balls. Simple. Simple. Ain't really nothing to overthink. Lefties. No cutter. Keep everything. Just the first time Riley Adams wasn't jumping off the screen in a little minute. It's something in his arsenal that's got these niggas rattled, the righties. Paul DeJong, another one we've been seeing with good metrics. It's something in there in that thing. How much? Let me see. The sinker. He's giving up 3 homers to the sinker so you got to keep it. Yep. It's something in this arsenal that Paul DeJong and Riley Adams is lowering their exit velocity. Sheesh. 30% fly, 10, 60, 60, 20, 60, 140. Yeah, I don't know if he's playing, but definitely he's going to be a long shot, and he's definitely in a good great spot. 100 exit velo, 40% barrel, 60% fly ball, 20-60. That's all you need to see. So I hope he play today. He gonna definitely be that long shot. So Garcia, oh, he a long shot, 850. Was them the only two? Yeah. Garcia and this Hassel. Those are the main ones that I like. That look like they was in the best spot. Pirates Brewers. Um, Paul Skeens up against Freddie Peralta. Paul Skeens, 7 homers, 3 to lefties, 4 to righties. It's Paul Skeens, so we know. He's super stingy on him over an average. It's not that you can't hit him, but that's what this home run per 9 showing. He giving up less than 1 homer per game on average. Low barrels, so they're not making that solid, that perfect launch angle mixed with the exit velocity and distance. They're not getting that often. Hard hit is there. Fly ball is mid. It's cool, and it's not a lot of fly balls resulting in the home runs. Fly balls is not hurting him as much. All right, so start terrain. Money making terrain. Man, look at this, y'all. That boy been going stupid. Boy be going dumb. Heavy 4 seams. And he said, let me see some of that. 96-20, 60, 10, 50. What's your odds today? Plus 900. Bryce Terrain, the coin respecter himself. He's in a good spot. I'm telling you now, a lot of people, they've asked and streamed. I've shown, I've told, I've proven. Don't let no picture fool you. I don't give a damn who they is. Unless everything is just saying that they can't be hit home runs, they all can get rocked. You can catch any of them slipping. And if you always trust your reads, however you figure what works for you and what's making you money, don't go away from that. I don't give a fuck who on the other side. So Bryce Terrain at plus 900, that's decent. And, oh, this in the roof. Okay, roof, so it don't matter. I'm about to say the weather conditions favor too, though. But yeah, don't let that shit waver you off if you feel like you see what you like. He throw a lot of 4 seams. Bryce Terrain smoking 4 seams. So that don't mean he will, that don't mean he won't. But don't let the reason you don't let a good read go to waste because you scared of the pitcher. You owe the world, so you better come out here and do what you need to do. 4 seam sweeper. 96-20 over 10 at bats. A lot of ground balls to these pitches, but let me see something. 4 seam. Even a lot of more ground balls to just the four seam alone. Dang. Free lick. Ortiz. Thurman. What the hell? But I know a lot of people probably like, I'm not even mad. I know a lot of people like, I'm not playing that shit against the Skeens anyway. I'm not mad if none of the motherfuckers look decent. 98, 20 over 10 at bats. That's to all the pitches. With a side of fly ball, home run per fly ball, and hard hit. Got to see what the four seam 91, 10, 40, 20, 60. Up, add Jansen. So you got Jansen and you got Bryce Terang so far. That can potentially, based on what we're seeing on this screen, can potentially do something and can go yard if they can get a solid hit. Let me see. Do any of them batter versus pitcher? Do any of them got a homer against him? Nope. Yelich 3 for 8 against him. Okay. I mean, a lot of them ain't seen him a lot either. So, what I just say? Bryce Terang and Danny Jansen. We moved to Freddie Peralta. 16 homers, 7 to lefties, 9 to righties. Start up top would be Reynolds. Anything we need to be focused on? Damn, 60% four seam, 57. Definitely got to focus on that. O'Neal, hitting them great power, 106-10. You can see all of these 100 off the bat. Against the four seam, 99-10. This is the issue, though. It don't be no fly balls. 60% hard hit last 5, no fly balls. Oh, man. Yep, total bases. Don't worry about it. I ain't tripping. I am not mad, brother. Yeah, he heavy four seamed up. 91-20. 80% fly, 10-50. What do we always say? What do I always tell y'all about McCutcheon? Going back to when we called him in that Reds series. When you get a person who hit a lot of fly balls like this, you always got a fighting chance. That's why one thing I always look at that I feel like a lot of people don't even be looking at or care about is that fly ball percent. If you can show me that you consistently hit fly balls, that means more often than not, when you do come up to bat, it's going to go in the air. And I'm giving myself a fighting chance every time. If you getting 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10 at bats as fly balls mixed with this power and this barrel percentage, the odds are in my favor more often than not. So I like McCutcheon at 575, 92 exit velo, 20% barrel, 80% fly ball percent. And again, consistent hard hits. Consistent hard hits. Like, that's what I'm looking for. Consistency and power and fly balls. And then, depending on the park and the weather, we should be in good hands. 96-20, 97-20 over 10 at bats. A lot of line drives. Let me see, last 5. It evens out a little bit more. Hard hit 80, 120. Okay, we're going to say Tommy Pham at 750. So far we got McCutcheon, Tommy Pham, 94-10, 20, 30, 50, 60. Oh, a lot of line drives. Who is this? Spencer Horwitz, Nick Gonzalez. All y'all about to see massive four seams. So just Joey Bart went yard yesterday. I don't think he hit my. Oh yes, you know what? Never mind. Yes, he did. 89-10. $93. Line drive. 94-30 over 10 at bats to all 3 pitches. 94-20, 60-10, 50. If Jack Sawinski play today, he's in a good spot. High fly ball, consistent hard hits, good power. So, McCutcheon, Tommy Pham at a long shot spot, and if Jack Sawinski play, pay very close attention to him. They're going to throw him in last minute. I already know how they about to play it. Tigers, White Sox, 80 degrees, wind going to left field, 9 miles an hour. Remember, White Sox is a park that's been turned out of nowhere in the top 5 parks for left-hand batters. Left-hand batters been going crazy here. Jack, 20 homers, 11 to lefties, 9 to righties. You can see the home runs per 9, barrels. Everything over here is green, so that's something you want to look at. Batter versus pitcher. Do anybody got a home run against this pitcher? No, not even a lot of at bats. Okay, he's a righty. All right, so Sosa, another four seam heavy. 93-30 over 10, 97-60 over 5. A whole lot of fly balls, home run and fly ball, consistent hard hits. Even over 10, 40, 10, 50. Sosa at plus 450 is a go. Lubob, 120 over 10. Gonna see a lot of four seams. 98-20 over 10, 40, 10, 60. Lubob. So we might get our day lates. Sosa and Luis Robert, they both in great spots again. Is you four seam? Oh, yeah. Everywhere. 94-20 over 10 at bats. 30-20, 20-20, 60. 40-20, 20-40. Ooh, you got to watch Benintendi. What's his line? 450. It's going to favor him, too, a lefty. 94-20 over 5 at bats. 50-30, 20, 50. Ooh, he is a sneaky. 93 exit velo. 30% fly, 40 hard hit. Dropped to 20-60. Okay, I ain't gonna leave you alone. 20% barrel over 5, 93-20. What you over here whining about? Brooke Baldwin. Oh, let me see. Isolate the four seam. 10, okay. Josh Rojas looked decent with all the pitches. Isolate the four seam. 97-20. High fly ball, 10% home run to fly ball ratio. High hard hit. No line today, but excuse me. He's gonna be a long shot. Watch Josh Rojas. These are all like day lates. It's looking like all our day lates. Curtis Mead, Teal, Montgomery, four seam. Like Montgomery at 500. I don't know who this is. Jokes. So yeah, you got Lubob, Sosa, Benintendi, and Rojas as a long shot into that game. Far as the Detroit side, again, another game where they don't know who gonna pitch. All I can do is try to see. You see, Mike Facile, let's say a righty maybe. So we just go do. We could just look against righties, I guess. Let me see. Statcast 40, 10, 60 with a 99-30 over 10 at bats against. Is this against right? Oh, I didn't even pick an arm versus righties. Okay. 97-40. 30, a lot of line drives, but shit, he hit a line drive homer the other day. I don't know if that'll read in this part. It do favor lefties, but power wise, let me see. Last 10, last 5, 60, 40, 20, 80 with a 105. So we could say Riley Green. We could put Riley Green on there. As much as y'all know that hurt me, but a read is a read. I tell y'all, I do the same. I don't gamble with emotion. Can't do that. 96-20 over 10, 50-20, 70. So you got Spencer Torkelson. Again, I don't know, we're going to have to definitely come back, but I'm just looking at strictly off of just a hand. Off the last 10 at-bats, how they seeing the righty, if this is true. Kerry Carpenter. Let me make sure you got fly ball to go with it. Oh, a lot of line drive, hard hit. Last 5, 40, 20, 60. 92-10. Until we know further, it look like it's the main people: Riley Green, Torkelson, Carpenter. If you're looking at like his last 5, he got the power. Let me see, last 5, 98-20, 40% fly, decent home run to fly ball, 60 hard hit. So, let me see. So keep that in mind. Those are the main 3. That all I can really go off of is just looking at a hand to try to keep it moving. Rockies at Cardinals. Again, another game that's wind going out, which is great, and great wind temperatures that's going hotter weather for more carry to help carry these baseballs even further. Kyle Freeland, 16 homers, 1 to lefty, 15 to righties. Up against Liberator, 11 homers, 2 to lefties, 9 to righties. Let's see what we got here. Who is this right here? Whoever I'm on, they got a homer. Oh, Herrera. I'm about to say somebody got a homer against him. Where's lefties? You see a lot of people just turn reds. Let's see, 89, anything specifically? He throw a sweeper the most. That's probably what it is. 94-20 for Wilson. Just want to make sure I'm saying homers. 7-1 for, damn, you giving up homers to every pitch you got. Okay, so they got to stay. 94-20, 60-10, 70. Wilson Contreras, did he go yard yesterday? Nope. So yeah, today got to be the day. He's seeing, he hitting the lefties with power with these pitches, and he getting fly balls and consistent hard hits. This might be a day late day. I seen somebody say it on Twitter, but it might be that. It looked like it might be a day late day. $96.20, 40-40, 96.10, 40-20-40, 96.20. Hold on, 96.20, 40-40. Over 10 at bats, 50-20-50. What when I look at Burleson? Scott. Damn. 97-30, four seam in the cutter. 50% fly, 10-80. He always find his way in a good spot. This Pedro Pages, he definitely in a long shot spot today too. Plus 700. 93-10 for Jordan Walker. A lot of ground balls to these specific. It's that damn knuckle. I'm telling y'all, it's that knuckle curve. Niggas don't be fucking with that. 96-20. 40-20, 40-20, 80. This is all even kill. I ain't worried about that. You got a decent home run to fly ball, 80% hard hit. Yeah, go ahead and throw him on there, and he might get another homer against this pitcher. He already got one against him. He might go again. So Herrera, Contreras is like the better options. The long shot is Pages. Just want to make sure it ain't nothing else. 94 exit velo. They don't got no lines for these players. So yeah, Contreras, Herrera, and then Pages as a long shot. Pages is the long shot. Those are the three that you can use for them. Move over to the Rockies. See Hunter Goodman. See batter versus pitcher. Do anybody got a homer? Doyle got a homer against this pitcher. That's what this first one is. I know I never go to it, but now you know. So season is started on. I always look at the hand for the day. So it's what you know from here. So I'll just get a glimpse of how they seeing them for the season. B versus P. And then V versus BP is versus bullpen. So however many times they face the bullpen of the team they going against, you can also see that. Like Tovar, he don't got no homers against who is this? Matthew, but versus their bullpen, he's seen 19 times. He got 3 homers against their relief pitchers. So that's what versus BP, versus bullpen, and this is batter versus pitcher, where you see Doyle got one. Instead of me having to keep doing this, come up here to see if I see something up here. All right, so 4-seam, 94-10. I mean, not 4-seam, just seeing there's any. Oh, yeah, you definitely have your 4-seam. He want to see a 4-seam, 97-40. 50%, 10-50. Yeah. Hunter Goodman, I feel like I said his name yesterday and he ain't do nothing. Day lates. Hunter Goodman in a great spot. And them righties is about to see a lot of 4-seams. 99-20, last 10. 140, last 5. 30, 70, last 5. 40, 80. Jordan Beck. And at 750. Sheesh. 750. Yeah, you can go ahead and put Jordan Beck on there too. And he a long shot. What was Goodman odds? 440, 750 for Beck. Um, Doyle. Now he actually has a homer against him. 92-30. 30% fly, 20%, 30% hard hit. See, y'all gonna see a lot of four seams. 30% barrel over his last five. 98-60. 40-40-60. Yeah, Brent Doyle might go yard again today. And against him. And he is 750 as well. Jordan Beck 750, Doyle 750. That's crazy. '98 exit velo, 13% barrel over his last 10. Seeing a four seam. Oh, a lot of ground balls for Mickey though. Like yesterday, I seen a lot of people was on Mickey. I know he said like a long shot spot, but it wasn't like nothing crazy. Eesh. These dogs going ham. 86. Oh. Gotta see though. Tovar. 20% barrel over 10, 89. 50% fly, 40 hard hit. 40, 40, 20, 40 at 560. Tovar so overdue. It's like any game now. And I guarantee you it's going to be the day when I don't mention him that he going to do it. He's super overdue. All right, 94-20 for Braxton Fulford. 40-60 over 5. 50-50. Oh, man. 900, Braxton Fulford. Don't know who that is, but at plus 900, add him to the long shots. And Kyle Carroll. Okay, so Hunter Goodman is like good spot for sure. Hunter Goodman, right? We got we got a few different Jordan Beck, Brenton Doyle, and Braxton Fulford. 750, 750, 900. All are in great spots. All are in great spots with crazy value. So Hunter Goodman, Jordan Beck, Doyle, and Braxton Fulford all have great spots. And what do you know? I was about to say, let me go back and look. That's his weak side. Giving about a homer a game, 9 of his 11, 11% barrel, all the hard hits. So that makes all the sense in the world. So that's even better that we got that. All right, moving along. Diamondbacks Rangers. So we got the roof closed. So weather, wind, none of that matters. We got Anthony, ain't about to even attempt it, versus Jack Leiter. Anthony, 6 homers, 1 to lefties, 5 to righties. He got 30 innings pitched, only 19 to righties, but still noticeable that he's giving up 2 homers a game than righties on average with a 12% barrel. It is a lower amount, but still, that's still something to pay attention to. 5 homers to righties on 19 innings pitched is crazy. Jack, 11 homers, 5 to lefties, 6 to righties. He got a lot of bright green going on, or green going on, period. About a homer a hand, 10% barrel to righties, 12% to lefties, hard hits. He give up a lot of fly balls. Just how we were saying, avoid ground ball pitchers. You definitely target green when you see green over that 30% mark, fly ball pitchers. The difference is he don't give up much damage to his fly balls, but still, that don't mean that you can't catch him slipping. All right, shout out Rowdy too. Caught him yesterday. Let's see, versus righties. Let's see. Let's start up top. Simeon. Anything specific here? Nope. So righties, y'all good. 98-10 for Adalis. A lot of ground balls too. A lefty. Anything lefty specific? You see your distribution of homers. Nah. All right. Shout out Langford. He was overdue too. Good call on him yesterday. He went yard. 96 with a 30 barrel. 30% fly. 10% home run to fly ball ratio. Consistent hard hits. Last 5, 60, 20, 60. If you know, you know. 96, 4, and his barrel went up to 40. So Langford is in another good spot again today. Hopefully him going yard yesterday. He in that zone. Confidence back. He can get back to doing what he do. You getting him at great value. Plus 520. And when I say great value, you can parlay these, but damn sure, I tell y'all all the time, anything over plus 400, you can really play by itself and make some bank on straights alone. As long as they ain't in that like 100, 200 range, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? Those is the type of things I'm parlaying. You can parlay these, but again, I would advise that the easier way to make sure you make profit is if you got a parlay and everything is over plus 400 on the side, play them solo. So now you're not relying on everybody to hit. You can still make bank if 1 hit, 2 hit on the solo bet. Josh Jung last 10, last 5, 60, 20, 40, 30, 10, 40. Watch Josh Jung at plus 700. He got a lot of green going on, 30% fly ball. 89 here, but over his last 5, where you can see like in this area, jumped to 92 with a 20. So watch Josh Jung at plus 700. Seager, 95-10 over his last 10 at bats, 99-20 over his last 5. Seeing righties pitching any of these pitches. 60, 60. Good money. 80, 100. Damn, that's even better. At plus 310. I love Corey Seager. Love Corey Seager today. I seen a lot of people was on him yesterday as well. So I feel like today gonna be a lot of day lates. Who is this? Jonah Heimberger, 20% barrel. Let's see. No. Oh no. 80x velocity average. Hell nah. 20, 30, 10, 60, 40, 20, 60. Kyle at plus 650, 92 exit velo. Got fly ball, consistent hard hits. You see some green here. 95, 101, 100. You know what I'm saying? 99, 95. So watch Kyle at plus 650 as well. So we got Langford, Jung, Seager, Kyle. Let me see his Rowdy. Yeah, he been balling. 90-10 over 10 at bats. 98-20 over his last 5 at bats. Crazy power. 20-20-40. He got a decent home run and fly ball, consistent hard hits over his last 5. Last 10, 30%, 10-40. Shit, he might go again today. Jock Peterson, remember, in case y'all don't remember from the beginning of the stream, Jock Peterson has 4 homers against this pitcher with a 1,200 slug and a 700 ISO. Sheesh. But does that mean he'll go again today? It does not. We shall see. 40%, 10-40 over 10. 60-20, 40 over 5. Yeah, he definitely worth playing today. High fly ball, decent home run to fly ball ratio. So if he can get it in the air, he can get it out of the park. Simple. Hard hit there. 94 exit velo, 20% barrel over his last 5 at bats against righties pitching any of these pitches at 400. So Langford, I want to say, is probably the best option. Yep, just clicking that 97-40 over, let me see, over 5. Over 10, 96-30. Langford definitely the best. And he looked like he got the highest odds. Well, out of them, 520. Jung up there, especially when you look at his more recent at-bats. He the long shot. Okay, Josh Jung is the long shot at 700. Corey Seager, you could put him on there at 310. Kyle in the sneaky spot at 650. Tellus, more recent at-bats, 98 exit velocity average with a 20% barrel. You can see all this. You can see the pitch missile from yesterday. And then Jock Peterson, who not only got good power, high fly ball, a decent home run to fly ball, he also has 4 homers against this pitcher in the history and 19 at-bats. So you got a couple different spots. He's giving up 5 to righties. That make me like that Langford even more. 5 to righties, 2.5 damn near with a 12% barrel per game on average. I think if I got to pick one, it's going to definitely be Langford. Because I think him and Kyle, and Josh, they all righties. Because I'm about to say Seager and Jock, both lefties. Jack, 11 homers, 5-6. We seen that. Corbin Carroll, he actually been, he coming back around. He went yard yesterday, but shit, he got 4 homers in his last 5 games. Last 5 look crazy. Last 10 is 95-20. Last 5, 99-40. Against righties pitching a sinker, 4-seam, curve, change, and or slider. Any dominant pitches? Let me see. There's another way of doing that. 97-40 over, let me see, last 10. I'll be doing 50% fly, 60 hard hit. Last 5, 80-20, 80. Damn. Yep, Corbin Carroll going yard again. He's in a great spot. I don't even think before I go any further. Oh, yeah, I did. This is a roof game. Okay, I'm about to say, did I even talk about the weather? He went yard here yesterday. Shit, this probably looked better than it did yesterday. He might go yard again. Perdomo, he went yard yesterday here. 90-10, last 5, 95-20. Fly ball, 10%. Lower hard hit over 10. Let me see, over 5. 40, 20, 60. Over his last 5 at bats, you can see, and even like I said yesterday, right here, 104, 29, angle 395. So he went yard in this park yesterday. He's gonna get another 4-seam pitcher, 40%, 20, 60. Catch him when they hot like this, in the 9. When they seeing the ball well, getting solid contact. What's his odds? Perdomo? Perdomo might go again today in that plus 900 long shot range. Stupid power. Let me see. You hit fly balls? Hell no. Who is this? Herrera, McCarthy. 92-10. 30-60 over 5. 40-60. What's his line? And he always play. I don't know why he never got a line up. Watch this Jake McCarthy. High fly ball percent. More often than not, he hitting over 95 exit velo with a 95 average. So if 95 is your average, you consistently hitting the ball with the power we need to at least get to the fence. We need the angle to go with it, and it can go clearly can go over. He been balling too. He went yard, I want to say yesterday, right? Yep. 94-20 against these pitchers. You know what? I ain't even look at this. Hold on. Okay, we good. Alexander. Statcast. Oh, a lot of ground balls and line drives. 70% hard hit. He hitting the ball hard. He getting a lot of ground balls and line drives. I mean, he hit a. This is him yesterday. Let me see something. 2, 3. So let me eliminate this sinker. I want to see something. More ground balls. I don't know. We always find somebody where they don't look exactly how we want to, and they still go out there and get it. That's going to happen. 40, 20, 40, 60 over 5, 60, 0, 40, 60. So the power there, you're not consistently hitting the fly ball. Sheesh. 93, 20 over 10, 95, 40 over 5. 40%, 20, 60 over 5, 50, 10. Oh, yeah. Plus 520 for Adrian. Add him on there. He went yard yesterday. 87, 86. I don't like that, though. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so Perdomo in a sneaky spot at plus 900. Corbin Carroll might be the favorite. 95, 20 over 10, 99, 40 over 5. Homer in 4 of his last 5 games. He's in the zone. He just went yard in this park yesterday. Just went yard. He could have had 2 yesterday. Look at this one. This don't be making no sense to me. Pay attention to this, y'all. This is why I'm telling you, it's so tricky. The one that was a field out. I don't know if this was like robbery or whatever off the wall. I don't know. But look, pay attention to this. How is this even possible? It had to be where he hit it at in the park. He hit the ball harder with a better sweet spot angle and 40 feet further. And it wasn't a homer. Like, stuff like that be so weird. So I would assume, like, if you look in here, he must have hit the one that was a 380, a 349. 349. He had to hit that in one of these corners, right? Because everything else is 372 minimum. So that 349, what had to be a homer, and over here, short right or short left. And then the one that he hit with more power with a better angle at 384, that had to be the dead center. Because that would have even cleared over here at 372 and 374. So that matters. That's why a lot of people come on here and they looking over here and see where your pull percentage at. He pulled 80%. Cool. I want you to pull to this short side more. So Corbin might be the best spot. Perdomo is a long shot. Who was it? I feel like I'm missing somebody. What's your 2? Oh, Adrian is a long shot. 93-20, 50%, 60 hard hit. Well, I feel like it was somebody I'm missing. Corbin, Perdomo. Oh, watch McCarthy. Yeah, watch McCarthy. If they put his line, if he end up playing today. So Carroll, McCarthy, Adrian, and a long shot at plus 900 Perdomo, who just went yard yesterday. For the D-backs. All right, another, this seems like the later games is a lot of roof games. Astros, so this weather and the wind, which is perfect, won't really affect anything. Dustin May, 16 homers, 10 to lefties, 6 to righties, up against Spencer. He just got back. 2 homers, 0 to lefties, 2 to righties. I think this is second game back. Let me see. B versus P. Anybody got a homer? Trammell, however you say that. He got 1 homer. 2 for 2. 2 at bats, 1 homer against this pitcher. Versus righties. Okay. Altuve. Sinker sweeper. He throw them both 42%, so there's no point of isolating. Christian Walker. Righties he ain't doing nothing with. Okay. Yainer. 87-10. Hold on, let me see something. You got a 93 exit velo. No fly balls. What was Altuve? Nope. Correa, okay. 93-20 over 10 at bats. 30-20-40. That's all even. 60% fly. No ground ball. So it's going to be a fly or a line drive in his last 5. 40%. At plus 625. Here, got a homer 2 games ago. So far, let me see. Correa might go yard today. 93 exit velo, 20% barrel. Correa, where we at? Cam Smith, no. Pena. Sanchez, 93. Is there anything dominant to them? Nope. 50% fly, 30 hard hit, last 40, 60, 40, 20. He just can't hit the ball hard. That's all his issue is. Even though it say 92 average, it's not that's only because he hit one hard as shit. So that got the average up there, but really, you could just tell from his hard, how many he done hit over 95, last 10, last 5. He just not hitting the ball with power, consistently, rather. 40, 20, 60 over his last 5 at bats. 10, 40, 40. 96, 20, 40, 20, 60. Oh, he hit a home run yesterday on the sweeper, which is very hard. That's good to know. At 900, okay, so we got a plus 900 on this side now for a long shot. Where's this Dubai? 94 exit velo, 30% fly, 40 hard hit, 40, 40. And he got a homer against him, so you can add him on there at plus 750. McCormick got his first homer since returning yesterday. These pitches are 77 averages, not it. Whoa. All ground balls, straight worm rattlers, because he hit that bitch hard. Correa, and you got 2 long shots. And Ramon at 900, especially in his last 5 at bats, more recently. He just hit a homer yesterday here. On a sweeper, and that's what he about to see. A sinker and a sweeper. He about to literally see the same pitches. And Trammell, or let's just say Taylor. I don't know what his last name is. Taylor as well, 94 exit velocity, 30% fly ball, 40% hard hit. You can add him on there at 750. So you got Correa, Ramon, and Taylor. Couple long shots in this game. All 3 of them righties too, I think. Oh no, he right. Okay, let me see. Ramon righty. I know Correa righty. Taylor. Oh, he a lefty. Okay. Oh, that Taylor, the lefty. That's where the most damage is coming from. And he, like I said, he got a homer against him. All right, we move to Boston. Anybody got a homer against this pitcher? Yoshida got a homer against him in his career. 3 at bats. This is a righty. All right. Duran got the power. Anything specific? 4-seam heavy. 95 exit velo. That's good to know. You see power every time, but it's all line drives and ground balls. That's the only issue. So Trevor Story, 95-10. Nothing specific over here. 20-20, 40-40. Let me see, last 5. 40% fly, inconsistent with the hard hits. That ain't gonna cut it. Hold on. Last 10. Oh, hold on. Who get the 4-seam? Lefties. Lefties, okay. Abreu, you're gonna get a lot of 4-seams. And ain't nothing going on. 93 exit velo. 20-20, a lot of line drives. Let me see, last 5. 40-40. 93 exit velo. 92. Got a lot of line drives at plus 700. Bregman, righty. Toro, switch hitter. You're going to see 4-seams. He went yard yesterday. A lot of these people was going, there we go, 96-20. Damn, looked the same from yesterday. A lot of ground balls. He been hitting a lot of ground balls lately. He consistently hit the ball well. That ain't the issue. Even last 5, 60, 40, no fly balls. The hard hit percent ain't an issue. That's why you see the exit velocity average is high. He just been hitting a lot of ground balls and line drives. Look, even yesterday, what'd that say? A field out. Look, line drive. Shit, look, in these last 10 at-bats, it's only one fly ball down here. All line drives and ground balls, which we see here. Line drives, ground balls. Roman, shout out Roman, called him. He went yard last night. Looked like he about to do it again. 96-30, you see a bunch of bright green all on back-to-back at-bats. To the four seam, oh shit, even better. 99-20 over 10. 20-20-60 over 10 at-bats. Last 5, 60% line drive. Everything is consistently hit hard. Now, if you go to all 3 pitches, well, 4, change up, cutter, curve, 4 seam, the fly ball is there with the hard hit. Last 5, 60-60. 98-40. So I'm going to go on a limb and say he goes in back-to-back games at plus 630 again. Because that power in that barrel is insane. Over 10 at-bats, yep, 60-60. 60-60. So we got Roman. What we got? Damn, was he the first one? Duran. Let me see. Oh, yeah, he was. Now, mind you, y'all, we see people that we do like when you see the power, and the only thing, excuse me, the only thing that take me off is when they fly ball is low, instantly total bases and doubles. So don't think you can't play nobody in this game because I'm staying away from them for the homer. The fly ball is mandatory for the homers. But if you see somebody like this, Romy Gonzalez, lit up like this with this kind of power, the high ground ball and line drive, I'm going to just resort to total bases. That's all that's saying. So don't think that, you got to just completely fade them. It's a million ways to win money outside of just spamming homers. 92-20. A lot of ground balls. Let me see. Last 5, even more ground balls. See what I'm saying? But they got the power. They even make me look at your StatCast. Your power metrics had to be decent. Yoshida, this is the person in this game who we know has a homer against him. Don't see the 4 seam. 95-20 over 10 at-bats. 95-40 over 5 at-bats. Everything is in the air. That's a beautiful thing to see. 20% home run to fly ball, consistently hitting the ball over 95 miles an hour. Over 10 at-bats, 50-10-60. Yoshida is in a great spot at plus 800, and we know that he got a homer against him. Even more of a reason to take him as a long shot. And then Sanchez. I don't know who this is. So, 630 for Romy. No, I'm sorry. Roman. That looked crazy. He going stupid ham his last 5, 10 at bat. Look at this. So Roman at plus 630, and your long shot is the one person who actually has a homer against him, which is at 95-40. That's with all 3 pitches. He's spamming 4 seams to lefties. 95-40 with 100% fly ball rate. It don't get no better than that at plus 800. I liked him yesterday. I don't think he went yards. So all of these are like day lates. Dodgers, Angels, another good game. Great home run friendly park. 75 degrees, going to help carry the ball further with wind going out. Win-win. That's a win-win situation. Emmett Sheehan. 2 homers, both the lefties. Victor Maduros. Who the fuck is these people? These might be relief pitchers. When I'm looking at these short innings, at least for him, 4 innings pitched, 2, you know what I'm saying? You might be a person that come in there for a couple innings and get out. So be careful with that. What I will say is in them couple innings, he give up a lot of hard hits, but he haven't given up no homers. So take that with a grain of salt. Emmett, 30 innings pitched, which ain't a lot, but still, he might be able to come out there. It's say innings pitched per game. 4.2. So just say on season, 4 innings pitched. That's something to look at too, though. Somebody mentioned. So look, so you can kind of tell what kind of pitcher they are. 4 innings pitched, so he gonna come out there and pitch until he gets smoked. Now look on this side, innings pitched 2. He is a fill-in. He a relief. He gonna come in there just to get the game started. They must be low on their bullpen, trying to let people get rest. So he come in there, start the game for a couple innings, and then they're gonna come with another person like a main starter to finish the game. So pay attention to that too. You can kind of know from that too I never really pay that no attention or talk about it, where you see innings per game. So pitching 2 innings per game and you ain't getting close to that 4, 5, 6 that a starter do, that let us know what type of pitcher you are. Taylor Ward, he looked like he was in a prime spot yesterday and went out there and didn't do shit. 92-20. He's spamming the 4-seam in the spot again today. I'm telling y'all, I can't stress it enough. From what I'm seeing so far, today gonna be a day late. If you got a parlay you ran and that shit didn't hit, run it right back. Watch. 80-20-80 over his last 5 at-bats. That's insane. 60-20-60 over 10 at-bats with a 40% barrel and the 94 exit velo and last 5, 98 at plus 390. And this park favors both hands, but righties more. So that's more of a reason that we got to run back Taylor Ward. 96 exit velo, that's power. Let me see. Oh, so you 4-seam heavy to both hands. 93, 40-10, 50, 40-20, 80. Hold on, plus 870. I'm going to come back to you. You might be one of them ones. You got a high fly ball, consistent hard hits, and a 96 average. He might be that long shot, but let me see. Shout out Neto. He came through for us. First pitch of the game. Ain't nothing like that. I wish everybody did that. Fuck all that sweating. 95 exit velo, 10% barrel over 10, 94-20 over 5 to the 4-seam that he's pitching 45% of the time. High fly ball, decent home run to fly ball, consistently seeing the ball well. I mean, hitting the ball over 95 miles an hour. Last 5, even better, and even better against all the pitches. The 4-seam changeup and the slider, 98-60. 96, look, fly balls, consistent. So whether it be all 3 pitches or just the 4-seam alone that he pitched the most, check for Neto. So he can go back to back. You know what I want to see? Oh, they never seen this picture. Okay. So Neto might go again. Like I said, shout out Neto. We signaled him yesterday. I didn't even know he went for 2. I passed out. I know he hit a home run the first pitch of the game. All right, 89-20. That's against all 3. Against the 4-seam, 92-20. Last 5, 94-40. 4-seam, 40%, 40. Last 10. Over the bigger sample size, it's more ground balls. 20%, 40. If anything, I'm going to probably take his total bases or doubles. Let's see. Joe Adele. Damn. 99-30 with an 80% fly ball rate and an 80 hard hit. Did he go yard yesterday? Nope. And he got like this little pattern. He going to go yard today. Last 5, 80-20-80, 104-40. That is crazy. Joe Adele, let's see what this 4-seam isolated. 95-10, 95-20. Still got the 80%, 60 hard hit. Yeah. Joe Adele, go ahead and put him on there. Him and Taylor Ward looked good yesterday, and neither one did nothing. The only one out of the 3 was Neto. So we got Taylor Ward, Neto, Joe. Go ahead and put him on there. Hoppy looked decent yesterday. Shit. 4-seam, 95-20, 102-40. Flop, man. 50-50. Damn. It's all the people from yesterday. Literally, Ward, Neto, Joe, and Logan was all 4 from yesterday. 2 of them went, 2 didn't. To the 4-seam, 30% barrel over 10, 95-20 over 5, 40-40 over 5, 30-20-40. So we can add Mike Trout. I was on the iffy side about him yesterday, and I'm glad I was. He didn't go yard because I think he had the 20% yesterday. Today it's actually higher. 30% over 10, 40 over 5. So it actually looks even better than it did yesterday with the 4-seam. So Mike Trout, you can add him. It's all righties, y'all. All righties. Every single one. It's the same situation as yesterday with the addition of maybe one person. Taylor Ward, let me see who looked the best without taking off just the 4-seam. Neto, 96-30 over 10. Joe, 99-30 over 10. And that's with the changeup and slider added. By far. So that's my main pick is Joe. But then you got Taylor Ward, you got Neto, and you got Mike Trout to add. So you got all righties. And that's where he hasn't given up a homer yet. But again, he don't got the most innings pitched to get a good sample size. So today I feel like it changes all that. If you want, I'm not mad at you. Seeing that he gave up 2 and that's where all the power coming from, I'm not mad at you for going here. I'm not mad at you for going here. When you isolated that 4-seam, 93 exit velo, 40 fly with a 50% hard hit. Let me see, what was it last 5? 40, 20, 80% hard hit at 870. So we going, you know what? You know what? No nuts, no glory. We're gonna go ahead and go out on that limb and say that. Um, Let me go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and say that. We're gonna go ahead and add him as the long shot. Nolan. Where we at? Again, be careful with this pitcher. I know he's a right-hand pitcher, but he just relieving. So I don't know who's coming in behind him, what hand they are. Hopefully they're a righty as well. Damn, he going heavy sinker though. 98-20 over 10 at bats at plus 196. A lot of ground ball and line drives. He's got a homer in his last 3 and his last 4 out of 5. So, and he's in another home run friendly park. So, won't be surprised he go yard again today. Andy. See, against the slider. Mookie, 97 exit velo against the slider. Let me see something. Freddie, shit look crazy. 101.30 to sliders and sinkers in his last 10 at bats. To the sinker alone, 102, 103.20. 50, 20, 30, 90 over his last 5, last 10, 40, 60, 80. The power there. No fly balls. Let me see if I go back to both pitches. Is he hitting fly balls? See, if you add the slider back in there, 30% with a 70, that'll make it look more appealing to the for a home run. But if you go just straight sinker with him pitching at 61% of the time, it's more total base play, total base and doubles. Well, I guess 50, 20, 30 ain't the worst with a 90% hard hit rate at plus 480. We could say Freddie on there. He didn't play yesterday. He hit the slider with a lot of power. 30, 10, 50, 40, 20, 60. If he played today, add Teoscar at plus 450. Conforto. All sinkers, boy. Will Smith. 98 exit velo. 93 over 10 at bats. 30%, 40. You go slider. 60, 20. The power gone. That's what the problem is. 60, 20, yeah. Hard hit percentage, 20%. That's the 1 out of every 5 at bats. You can get power behind it. He went yard yesterday. Shout out that boy. Oh, no, he didn't. He went 2 games ago. My bad. He should go today. I know that made his odds. Oh, 160. 1,400. 96-10 over 10 at bats. Over 5 at bats is 101 exit velocity. So the power is there. That ain't no problem. 60, 30, 60. Oh, there you go. Elite level home run to fly ball ratio 60-60. That's all you can ask for. Now, sinker heavy, power went up. Fly ball went up. No, fly ball stayed the same. Hard hit went up. So we can go ahead and add Max Muncy. I'm willing to bet that this is not accurate. Ain't no way he 1,400. And then last 5 is a 104.20. Still got a 60, elite 40%, and everything, every sinker, the last 5 he's seen is over 95 off the bat. 3 out of those is fly balls and 40%. So a lot of those fly balls is leaving the park. Max Muncy, for sure. If I got to pick between him and Freddie, I'm going to go Max. All right, so you got Shohei, of course, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar, and Max Muncy. So you got Muncy, Teoscar. You got 3 lefties, Ohtani, and one righty in Hernandez. And again, no weaknesses. We don't know much about them. I would definitely double check if I was you when it comes back to see who that, or once you can find out looking at somebody's page, looking at the beat writers or whatever, and find out who that pitcher is coming in after him. If he pitched more than that, I would be very surprised. Then it's really fair game. Excuse me. Nestor, he just came back super vulnerable to homers, 6 homers, 3 to lefties, 3 to righties. This again is an average, y'all. So it matters. He just came back. It's just an average. So they looking at how many homers he gave up in innings pitch and to come up with an average. But look at this across lefties. I don't know what it is, but if a lefty good at hitting lefties like Devers, he going uptown. Like you definitely, man, the amount of power that he gives up to lefties, This shit look crazy. Again, it's only 2 innings pitched, but it's just averages based off of what he's giving up in 2 innings pitched. They look at it like, okay, if that 2 innings, we multiply by this many innings to equal a whole 9-inning game, these are your averages. He be getting smoked by lefties. Devers gonna fuck around and take him up top. Let me see. Anybody got homers against him? Okay, so wow. Ramos got a homer against him. Devers got 2 homers against him. And Schmidt got a homer against him. So that's even better that he got 2 homers against him. And we see this. He's about to get punished. So let's start with Ramos. All right. What is he pitching? Heavy 4 seams. 95. Last 10, 97 last 5. The issue with Ramos lately is he's been hitting not a lot of fly balls, a lot of line drives, 60% hard hit. So unless you want to play, he do got the power. I don't like his low fly ball. But if you want to play him because he got a homer against him, I ain't mad at that. 16 pitches, 3 at-bats, 1 homer. I ain't mad at that. Adames, sheesh. 98-40 over 10 at-bats. 160 over 5. He pitched a lot of 4 seams. That shit just it stayed the same. Oh, yeah. 70% fly ball, 40 hard hit, 20 last 5, 80, 40, 60. Damn. Plus 500. Add Adames to that. So I'm not taking Ramos, especially when I see this. There's no point in me trying to stretch it and make it make sense when this on the board. I'd rather just take Adames. Matt Chapman. Last 5, last 10. 4 seam heavy, the power there. A lot of line drives, more ground balls. Can't do nothing with that. Devers, we finally got here. 98-30. Is it 4 seam heavy? Yep. Oh, no, hold on. It's 4 seam and cutters. Okay. 99-40 over 10. 98-40 over 5. A lot of fly balls, good home run to fly ball ratio, a consistent hard hit. Over a bigger sample size, guess what? Fly ball stayed high. Home run per fly ball jumped into the elite range. And the hard hit stayed the same, 8 out of 10. And he got 2 homers against him already on 18 at-bats with a 600 slug and damn near 400 ISO. Devers might go crazy. And Devers, and the the best thing about Devers is, it's not only that you done found your groove, where you got 3 homers in your last 4 games, right? The more impressive part about that is, you are hitting these 3 out of the 4 in one of the worst parks ever that you playing in, which is San Francisco Park. So not only are you finding your stride with 3 homers in the last 4 games, you're doing that in one of the worst parks for homers. You're doing that in the bottom 3 out of 30 teams. I want to say they 28 or 29, because I know 30, the bottom team is Kansas City Park. They 28 or 29. So y'all are bottom of the barrel, pitcher-friendly parks. And these is the parks you finding your stride in. So that's what make it more impressive. But these power metrics, the StatCast, and knowing that you basically got 2 already off on Cortez, and we see that Cortez is giving this up to lefties, I would be very surprised if Devers don't go again today. Holy. Okay, 93-20, 98-40. 60-80, 40-60. I haven't seen Wilmer on my shit in so long at plus 500. This is the first time I'm signaling him. Let me see. It gets the 4 seam. 40. Yeah. This is the first time this season he hit my radar. I've been saying what happened to him all year. He got a homer against him. We do know that. D. Smith. Okay, so Devers, Adames, and Wilmer Flores, which would be the third option. The first option is Devers. Second option is Adames, and then Wilmer Flores. 2 righties and a lefty. But yeah, definitely Devers is should be on your radar. Robbie Ray, 16 homers, 2 to lefty, 14 to righties, about a homer a game to righties. Barrel about even, more hard hits to righties. It's even on the fly balls. That's a good thing. Remember that. Same with, I didn't even point that out. You love looking for fly ball pitchers. The higher they fly ball percent, the brighter the green will be. Once you hit 30%, it's going to turn green like over here. The higher, the brighter. to make it more apparent to you. Like the higher, same with home run to fly ball. Like this is insane. That's insane. It might be a derby as far as the Giants today. All right, B versus P. So we got Manny Machado got 3 homers against this batter. Xander got 1, and Ramon Laureano got 1. So that's good to know. Versus lefty. Let's start up top. Heavy on the 4 seams. Manny. Heavy on the 4 seam. 92-20 over 10. 92-40 over 5. They come with fly ball. Good home run to fly ball. Hard hits. Last 10, 50, 10, 50. So Andy got 3 homers against him. We're going to go ahead and add him at plus 560 for Manny. 93-20 over 10 at bats. 140 over 5. So for Tatis. Fernando Tatis actually hitting the ball with power. Let me see. Against all the pitches, he getting fly balls. Everything is hit hard. 30, 70%. Now against the 4 seam, 95 exit velo, last 5. Okay, 95 across the board. Still got the fly ball, consistent hard hits. So we can go ahead and add Tatis now at plus 630. I feel like he ain't really been on my radar. His fly ball percent been so low, and I'm not wrong when I say that because he'd had a power all the time. Ain't been hitting no homers. And his trajectory will tell you that. There's been a lot of like line drives and ground balls. Xander got a home run against him. 95-20 over 10. Against the 4 seam, damn, 130. 40-10, 80. Over the last 5 is more ground balls, but again, I like to look at the 10. I look at it, but I take more into the 10 hold more weight. More at bats make it to me more accurate. 40%, 1080. So Xander with 130, you can go ahead and add him as a long shot at plus 900. And again, he have a homer against him, but that's crazy power and barrel. Gavin, 4 seams, the power went up, but no fly balls. O'Hearn, power there, 33%, 67. Over 5, 40, 80. We could put O'Hearn on there. We could say O'Hearn. Last 5, last 10. To the 4 seam, 91-20 over 5, 97-20. A lot of ground balls. 96-10 over 10. 30-30-60 over 5, 40-60-40 at plus 1,000. Hey, it's a 2 lefties that's in a. Watch O'Hearn and Cronenworth. Watch both of them. They both got long shot odds and are doing something crazy with power and 90. Okay, so I don't like this Ramon today, even though he got a homer against him. So Manny. Tatis, and let me see. 90. I like Tatis better, seeing that without even having to isolate the 4 seam, what it did. So just looking at his overall against all the pitches, 140 with a 60 and 100%, I like this better. So I like Tatis to be my first option over Machado. And then 99-20 with a 80%. Oh, I'm tripping. Okay, 80. See, he need the 4 seam to go up. Yep, the 4 seam is needed. So Tatis, Machado, Xander, you got 3 righties, and watch Ryan, what he doing to the 4 seam with the power and the fly ball rate, and watch Cronenworth. Hold on, wasn't there somebody up here? Yeah, Bulgaria. Okay, Xander at 900, O'Hearn at 830, Cronenworth at 1,000. So it's 3 long shots, 2 lefties, 1 righty, and then you got Machado and Tatis. All got potential with power to take Robbie Ray up top. And then you can see which side is the weaker side for him, the righty. So the Machados, the Xanders, the Fernandos, those should be probably your first options. Rays Athletics, the last game. Another situation like yesterday, nothing changed. The same little park, same hot weather to help the ball carry, and double-digit wins. Win, win, win. We got Shane Bass, which is another win. 21 homers, 7 to lefties, 14 to righties. You can see he giving up a homer a game to lefties. About 2 to righties with a 14% barrel. Then Jacob Lopez, 11 homers, 1 to lefties, 10 to righties. So Brent Rooker, Start here. Four seam knuckle. He's giving up homers to both, so I can't change that. Oh, let's see. Let's do this. Shea is the only one with a homer against this pitcher. I feel like I'm getting sick. Lawrence Butler, anything to the lefties? Four seam. Okay, so lefties get hella four seams. 40, 20, 60 over 5. 30, 10, 30 over 10. Brent, a lot of ground balls to these two pitches. Soderstrom, you're going to see a lot of four seams. 91-20, shout out him. He went yesterday. 91-20, just come with 40-60. Okay, we can go Soderstrom again at 425. Got Shea, 94-30. Last 5, even he in the zone. He's in the zone. And that's against both pitches. 60, elite home run to fly ball ratio, consistent hard hits. Over 10, 40, 20, 50. Take him again at plus 280. He's in the zone. So you got Soderstrom, Shea, Nick Kurtz, you're going to see a four seam. And damn, that's so crazy. He ain't do nothing again yesterday. Today might be the day. You can see for the year, 350 batting average, 700 slug, 400 ISO. I'm just rounding. So crazy power. Crazy power against righties. Against the four seam, 97-20 over 10 at bats. 30% fly, 10-70. Over 5, 40-60. So we're going to actually add Nick Kurtz today at 300. I told y'all I wasn't on him yesterday, and he ain't do shit yesterday neither. I pay attention to when them four seam. If them fly balls ain't high, I'm out of there. 92. 50-50 though. Hold on. 20. Okay, it dropped. JJ, nothing there. Four seam heavy, 30% barrel, 92 exit velocity, 94-20 over 5 at bats, 40-20-40. Okay, over 10, 50-30-40. Add JJ at 525. So we got Soderstrom, Shea, Kurtz, Blade, Schumann, Mackler. He got power. I seen this yesterday. 30-70 over 10, over 5, nothing. Okay. So we're going to go with our main people. Soderstrom. Let me see their things without taking none. Okay. Soderstrom, Shea, Nick Kurtz, Blade. No, it's it. One of them, is any of them a long shot? I know Soderstrom 425. No. And Blade. No long shots, but you got some dominant spots that you could take advantage of, especially these lefties that seeing the if I gotta pick one, who looked at the best, it'll probably be Shea. Y'all know what I'm looking at. Who actually got the best metrics and stat cast without me eliminating no pitches? And that would be Shea, who's in the zone. And how many homers he got in this park? 7 of his. He actually doing better on the road. That's the crazy thing. But yeah, he's probably the best option. So you got him and was there any other righties? And all lefties after that. Soderstrom, Kurtz, Blade. I really like him too, though. That's the stronger side that Shane is getting the most power from. Jacob Lopez. So we got Caminero. Let's see, batter versus pitcher. So Caminero actually has a homer against him already. Shout out him. Coin respecter. The whole world was on him, and he did not let down. And he another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all look, he got a homer in 4 of his last 5 games, but he got 5 homers in 5 games with the double homer in 1 game in a zone. And what better place to have him in this little park than there? Like to be in that zone now. Versus lefties. Okay. Start up top. Yandy. Crazy velocity. Anything we need to worry? 4 seams. 93-10 over 10 bats. 91 over 5. 50%, 20 hard hits. That's the only problem. The inconsistency there. So yeah, I'm gonna probably go total bases for him. I need that 95. 95, 10, 4 seam. Oh my. 60, 40, 60 over 5 at bats. 40, 30, 60. Yep. Junior again at plus 310 is going yard. The lefties, is it the same? Nope. It's down. It's 40% to both. Okay. T-Wall. So lefties is the same. Righties is the only one I got to adjust. Lefties, righties. That's decent right there alone. 4 seams, 96-10. 60, 10, 60. So you can add Christopher at plus 450. I don't know who this is. He had plus 600. I don't know who this is, but damn, watch him. 95-50. I know it's only two at bats. Caminero. Was Brandon Lau in there? 40-60 with a 91 exit velo. Last five, 94, 40. We could add Brandon Lau. So Caminero, Brandon Lau. But if I got to put them in order, Caminero, Christopher, and then Brandon Lau. That'll be the order. In that order. As your did I see Kim? Yeah. Okay. As your what's the name? So yeah. So there go your slate. I would check back later. It was a couple pitchers missing. Let lineups confirm before you go look at the weak spots to see who fall where. So it looked like another big day. I would just reiterate one more time. They are projecting 39 homers today. And then if you look at the parks, it's a whole lot of home run boosts between weather combined with parks today. Majority of the 15 game slate. So this looked like it can be something. So do with that what you will. Let's cook up, play your straights, round robin your parlays. Love y'all. We back at it in the morning live. May the night be the best gambling night of your gambling life. Can't wait to see what y'all tag me in. Let's cook. Let's keep this hot streak continue. I feel like everybody can make money. You gotta just be able to be disciplined enough to not make these big long leg parlays, round robin these 3-leg parlays, and play some straights. As many long shots as we find and that consistently hit every day, and you'll be all right. Love y'all. In a minute.